Well, I have a big treat for you today. We're sat down with a top-rated Upwork freelance video editor who went from $0 to $10,000 a month in the past 6 months alone.
In the last 6 months, I was able to pay $25,000 off of my student debt just with the clients I got on Upwork.
Bro, that's crazy. He has a completely different perspective on Upwork that a lot of people don't have. It's working for him very well, and he was very generous to give us some of his time today to spill the beans, essentially, on how you guys could do the same. Most people think of Upwork as like a second-class place to land work. Gasser completely disproves that rule, and he basically shows that he is not only an exception to the rule, but he has a completely replicatable process. He had his girlfriend go through the same program. Enjoy the interview, guys. This is going to be one to pay attention to. Gasser, what's going down, my brother? How you doing today?
Yo, what's up, Jack? How are you?
I'm doing good, man. I'm doing good. Listen, Gasser, how about you introduce yourself to the people and tell us, what does your day actually look like as a 10K a month Upwork video editor?
Hi, everyone. My name is Gasser. I have been a video editor for 5 years. I'm top rated plus on Upwork. My day is normal, man. I just get up. It's summer right now. You know, I work a little bit, engage with the people in VP plus, and then, you know, just basic stuff I do my day, you know, like work out, read, play some video games at the end. That's the thing that keeps me sane. So
nice. So
yeah,
you have a lot of free time then. Even though you're doing 10K a month, you're working for your clients, you have a lot of free time.
Yeah, definitely. You know, when you reach a stage where you optimize it and you're able to manage your time. Okay, I'm gonna work in the mornings, the afternoons are my personal improvement time, and then at night, you know, you can do whatever. It's
Nice.
all about time management, really.
Nice. That's awesome. So how many hours do you think you're putting a day into your client work right now?
Deep work, no distractions, nothing. Really, like 3 hours, I'm done with everything.
Wow, that's crazy.
Yeah, 3 hours, I'm done with everything, and then I just have the rest of the day off.
That's incredible. So do you think that's down to the type of clients you work with? Because I know there's some editors who are making, you know, $1,000 a month, maybe not even, and they're working like 8 hours a day. They end up burning out. Do you think that's because the type of clients you work with?
I do think that, yes, like the type of work I do, the type of videos I edit, the videos don't really need that much time of editing, but at the same time, I'm known to be a quick editor, so that plus this makes all the work just pass by so quickly.
Nice, that's sick. And the type of clients you're working with are like ad clients, right? Editing ads?
Yep, exactly, like e-com brands, media buyers, agencies, anyone who wants to do ads, really.
Nice. So that's obviously a really good niche right there. Okay, you've built a 10K a month income in a very short period of time using only Upwork. People hate Upwork though. They say it's oversaturated. They say you've only got low paid jobs there. They hate on it all the time. Why do people hate Upwork so much?
It's simply because there is a lot of opportunity on it. There's a lot of money on it. So people go in, you know, try their luck. But Upwork's too complicated for someone who doesn't know what's going on, never tried it before. So they try their luck, they waste their connects, they can't apply to any more jobs, and then they say, oh, this doesn't work.
So they just do it wrong. They just mess it up.
Yeah, they do it wrong. They think it's oversaturated when all they have to do really is just follow the right steps or do it the right way, basically.
You're going to be dropping some steps later today, and we've got some cool stuff to announce today, so I'm excited for that. When we talk about the bad clients, because obviously there is a lot of low value clients, but there's also some super high value clients. And one of the things you said to me, which was really like red pilled me on Upwork, because like that was my entire start to my career. Like if anybody watching this video goes back, click on oldest on my channel. The first video on the channel is me making a video about Upwork, because I was like 18 years old and I just found Upwork and I made $150 in a day on Upwork. And I was like, guys, have you heard of Upwork? Like, this is a great fucking platform. So Upwork is like where I started, where I made so much money, probably almost $100,000 plus off of just Upwork if I went and added it all up. But how do you deal with bad clients? How do you deal with the low ball offers? How do you deal with getting ghosted after sending proposals? Like, how do you manage the whole thing?
The way I would approach it as a beginner when I started is very different than what I do now. But overall, my most important target when I'm dealing with clients on Upwork is basically, will this person give me a good review or not? I care for the money and everything, but if I don't have nice reviews on my page, I'm not gonna get any more work. I'm not gonna get any more money. So the second I feel that the client is talking in a bad way, you know, they're not good with communication, any red flag, that's when I stop immediately, because they're not gonna even give me the thing I need from them. Another thing, there are some clients I noticed that they talk in a bad way at the start because of their experiences with other low value editors. So they think that all editors they're gonna meet on Upwork are gonna be with bad communication, or they have bad quality work. But then when they meet a person who's doing it right, then, you know, they get amazed and they're like, oh wow, there's a person like that finally, and that's how you land a job.
Interesting, yeah, because just like there's some low value clients on Upwork, there's a ton of low value freelancers as well. So it's like if you can position yourself as one of the killers on there, you attract the higher paid clients, you naturally like can work with some of the bigger dogs.
If you position yourself as high value, then that's what you're gonna attract.
That's sick. So for anybody here who's still paying attention, right? And I'm sure there's a lot of people who are super intrigued by this because everyone's tried Upwork, but I think like a lot of them fit into that category of the lower value freelancer that maybe doesn't know how to navigate it and doesn't get much success. But can you share, for motivational purposes, I guess, a recent big win from Upwork? Like who was it? What was the project? How much did you make? How did you close them? All that kind of stuff.
Actually, the funny thing is my biggest clients ever are the ones who found my page. I did not apply to a job.
Big.
They were the ones who were searching for people with a specific skill set. For example, a recent one was I had a client come in and they instantly just asked for 20 videos at once.
Wow.
So at that time, when I got that client with that offer, it was the first time I ever get something this big. You know, I opened my calculator. I was like, hold on, let me calculate this. And then I even I called some people I know who are also working in like the creation
Ad
niche.
creation space? Creative space.
Some of them were thumbnail artists, some of them were script writers. I even had some VO friends. He came to me, he wanted 20 videos. I charged him for each video $100, $2,000, and put in mind, I did not apply to anything. I did not buy any connects to apply to the job on Upwork. All I did simply was I just had my page optimized, so when a client searched for an editor, they found my page, they liked what they saw, they came in, and that was the easiest $2,000 I made in one day, basically.
That's sick. That's absolutely awesome. So like you just talked about the strategy you have for optimizing your page so you get inbounds. Not a lot of people think Upwork's a platform for inbounds. We're a big fan of inbound leads. It's the blue path. We've had so much success with inbound leads. You're now a mentor in VP Plus. You're the Upwork mentor. You've crushed it so hard. Hearing your story was so sick. You know, like you've been following my channel for so many years and like you joined VP Plus, you fucking crushed it. You're killing the game with Upwork. What are you going to be teaching the community? Because you just dropped a course in VP Plus, dropping sauce. Can you leak us anything here for the guys watching for free?
All right, so the thing is about Upwork, it changed over the years and I have been there while it changed, and I'll hopefully always be there when it changes. So all the new tactics, all the new strategies are gonna be with me. And as Upwork updates, because it has been updating like I would say twice a year for the last 5 years, 6 years now. So with every new update, with every new thing they release, I'll be there. I also have a few friends who have been on Upwork too. One of them actually works with Upwork, so
you've got the inside plug. You got someone who's working at Upwork, huh?
Nothing, you know, like that's illegal or anything.
Yeah, you don't want to expose it.
But basically, I've been too deep with Upwork, you know, inside and out. I'll be there to teach everyone and look through everyone's profiles, help them out, suggestions, everything. I'll be there for you guys.
That's super sick, man. One thing that I think is awesome about you is through Upwork alone, like you had so much success. You were like, okay, like, was this a fluke? You then took your girl who'd never been a freelancer before. You took her to, I think, $1,000 a month in 30 days with Upwork. She'd never done freelancing before, right?
Yeah, she used to like work like, you know, like normal stuff like internships, companies and stuff, like basic 9 to 5. And then I was like, dude, just give me your Upwork account. I took her Upwork account. I set it up for her. I told her what to do next. Even until yesterday, actually, me and her were talking. She told me that there are like clients talking with her. Now she has a lot more clients than she can handle. She doesn't know what to do.
Sick.
She's thinking of outsourcing as well. So
sick.
I was like, oh, well, yeah, that's crazy. And the best thing about it is that's what made me want to do a course about the whole thing. When I took her account and set it up for her and told her what to do, she literally got the first inbound. I'm not even joking when I say like 2 days later, something like
crazy.
Yeah. And she didn't have anything extra than anyone really, like except that she had like me. Anyone who's gonna watch the course, they're gonna do the work, like they're gonna get the same result.
That's absolutely awesome. One of the awesome cool things is like you've paid off what, about like $25,000 of your student loans purely with your Upwork money. And I think like so many editors think about that. They're like, hold on, what? He's paid off $25,000 of his student debts using only Upwork. But so many editors quit Upwork, but you kept going. What kept you locked in, and what do you think you did different that's made you successful?
Oh, okay. The thing really I would say that really made me different was simply consistency. Because I did it like when I started Upwork, I saw the potential. When I got my first job, touched the first $150 ever, you know, it made me feel like, okay, this is possible. But then throughout the years, I worked with a lot of different clients. I worked with corporate, worked with normal people, you know, like events. Last year, I worked with the YouTube automation channels, the YouTube cash cow channels.
Yeah.
I built a team. I had my own agency. Everything was going good. I had a lot of clients. Work was okay. It was very stressful though, because I did not manage it properly. But then I lost everything. I lost my clients. I lost the agency. I couldn't keep up with the salaries. So I went back on Upwork, optimized my page again, started applying to jobs. And that's when I switched what I'm working on. That's when I chose ads, followed the strategies I have in the courses, and landed my clients that got me to 10K a month.
That's sick, man. That's fucking awesome. And I think like you're someone who you proved it with your girl as well. You could do it multiple times. I'm so excited to see the value you bring to VP with this course. Like we've dropped it right now. For anybody watching this, it's in VP right now. You can sign up. 3.0 drops. Anybody who joins now, you know, gets the current price for life. We're putting the price up next week, only for people that aren't in. You know, so if you had to start from scratch tomorrow, no reviews, no optimized profile, how would you get back to where you are? In fact, let's even simplify it further. Let's make it like so accessible for people. How would you make your first $1,000 a month?
Go on Upwork.
Yeah.
Because simply, this is the best chance of getting a job. I'm not saying it's easy. Yes, there are a lot of people on it, but this is the best chance with the best percentage of getting a job with no past history will be on Upwork.
Crazy.
Definitely. I will build up my page, build up my reputation first with smaller payments to be able to get the bigger payments after that.
Nice. So you'd go ahead and get some smaller jobs for low pay. Make sure you get the 5-star review and then optimize your profile. Start to bring people to you.
Yep, exactly. Because everything on Upwork, really, one of the things about it that's so good is everything on Upwork is real. Nothing is fake about it. The reviews the clients are gonna see, they know it's real. Your portfolio with the videos you have on, your profile picture, everything is real because everything needs to be optimized for trust. That's how Upwork has been attracting a lot of high-paying clients. Fiverr, for example, it has had like a lot of scams recently in the last year. So, you know, people have been avoiding that. So
yeah,
it's like we found a gold mine basically.
That's huge. And the super interesting thing we talked about is that you know, Fiverr was running ads, Upwork started running ads, and they're pushing like a whole new base of clients over to Upwork right now. Upwork actually is like, I think you know, you and me talked about this I think yesterday. Upwork now, compared to what people remember it being like a couple years ago, even a year and a half ago, totally different platform.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, Upwork changed a lot throughout the years. Like everything about it, the way it looks, the way it works, the percentages that they would take, a lot of things changed. But overall, at the end, they changed it to the better because now it's easy to understand. There are actual people on it. There are very good editors, very good freelancers in general on it, and there are very good clients as well.
I absolutely love that, man. That's awesome. Listen, Gasser, I hope a ton of people watched this and got a ton of value. I'm sure they did. I'm sure there's people all over the world watching this right now. Give us some final words. Any final words for the people watching this?
Well, thank you everyone for the trust. If you end up joining the community, go find my course, watch all of it, implement it. I come on weekly sessions every Sunday. If you need any help, I'll be there, and I'm excited to be here. Thank you for the opportunity.
You're a beast, man. Pleasure to talk. Thank you, brother. And I'll see you guys in VP Plus, link below. Peace.